just going to start this off by saying the camera might fall down at any moment, so just ignore that. Basically, here we go. This is going to be the last Nofap video you're ever going to have to watch. So I'm going to have the little things at the bottom of this, the timeline chapter things. It's basically, yeah, we're going to go through every single thing you need to know through Nofap. The benefits, the misconceptions, just starting off with this kind of oath, the plan, a step-by-step daily routine I'm going to give you to ensure this kind of Nofap success. And then we're going to talk about little bits at the end, like what happens if you relapse and all this shit. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, join the Discord, there'll be a link for that down there. And yeah, by all means, let's get on with the video. Right, also if I'm looking down, that's because I've got my notes here. Yeah, there's a lot of shit on here, so I'm not going to be able to remember it all. But anyway, we're going to start off with the benefits of Nofap. So why you actually want to be doing this, why you want to quit porn and masturbation, and both of them. Because a lot of people often ask, and they're like, do you know what though, like why can't I just jack off without porn? Well, no, mate, because it's all the same things. Don't know why I'm speaking like that. Anyway, right, you know what I mean. So, number one, testosterone. Chinese study. We're going to go through these quickly, by the way, the benefits, because these ones don't really matter for much. The last two benefits are the only important ones. Testosterone is a 100% increase on day 7 or some shit, but then it goes back down again, but then it goes up again. Anyway, testosterone increases overall. Energy levels, you just have more energy, man. Like, I don't know, like, whenever you wank, like, you kind of feel that after you finish, like, you're just there, like, shit, man. But yeah, like, it's that just kind of thing. So anyway, energy levels increase. Confidence. You kind of, it's a boost in confidence, but not because you get more confidence, but because, like, I don't know, it's more of a self-image and self-esteem sort of thing. So you get more self-confidence is what I'd say. You can go into a place and hold your head high because you ain't jacking off like the rest of these motherfuckers. Because you're living a life that's is different. You're living life on the edge and outside of your comfort zone and all this shit. And so that's good. Next tip, sexual transmutation. So yeah, so this is one of the two important ones that I was going to talk about. So number one is this one. So sexual transmutation. And it's what happens when you get an urge. So, I don't really know how to explain this, but an urge is a bullshit, stupid fucking concept. And yeah, so an urge is a completely natural thing. But we have distorted it into this kind of like an urge to watch porn. Like, no, I'm sorry, it isn't. Like all this shit on the Nofap community, on the subreddits and all this crap where they're like, yeah man, I was just fighting so hard with the urges today. Bro, that is not an urge to watch porn, man. That is like a natural, fucking, the most natural thing ever. It's a sexual urge to go and have sex, dude. And there's like one of two options. If you have one of these urges, right, or one of these urges to wank, which it fucking isn't. This should not be a concept in our minds. There's two options. One is have sex. Two is do the things that are going to lead to you having sex in the future. And back then, those were like hunting and getting strong and all this shit. And nowadays, you have your own things, which we're going to get onto later. But sex transmutation. An urge, bro. An urge is that kind of pent-up, raw energy. And it's two things. It's either, yeah, go and have sex right now, if you can. Or number two is use that energy to do the things that are going to allow you to just build this kind of successful alpha male. Fuck off, but you know what I mean. Kind of like existence. So it's going to give you the energy to go and work out, to go and read a book, to go and write something, to go and create something, to go and do the thing that you've been wanting to do, man. To go and talk to this person, whatever. You know what I mean. And then the last, one sec. The catalyst effect on your wider life. That's the last benefit, and I don't know, a really important one to me. And it's this kind of thing of like, dude, I envy the people who have only just discovered Nofap now, because your life is going to change in a magical and beautiful way, and it's going to be fucking insane. Or not even that. After this video, yeah, shit is changing, and it's fucking cool. It's brilliant. It's what I mean by the catalyst. Is that it's the one kind of core habit that every other habit is built around. That's what I think about with Nofap, is that you can't do Nofap without having a wider circle of life that supports this kind of core of Nofap. But at the same time, if you don't have this central piece, there's like, I don't know, what am I saying? If there's no like central Nofap either, then you can't do the wider things. So it's like, imagine you've got like two things here, and these are your habits. And up here you have a ball, and they're resting on that ball. If the ball isn't there, the two pillars are going to fall in on themselves. So you can't have any habits. If only the ball is there, without the habits, the ball falls and yeah, you're fucked, dude. So you need the habits and you need Nofap. And that is, Nofap is the catalyst to all this shit in your wider life. And that's why it's just so fucking cool. And yeah, that's why, like, I don't know. And we're going to talk about this later in the video, but this is why your life is going to change now, dude. And it's going to be fucking brilliant. Right, next we're just going to briefly go over a lot of the misconceptions about porn and porn use and just, yeah, jacking off. And this is kind of like one of the big parts of this. And I talked about this in my Easy Peasy method video, which was a while back. And this is kind of an update to that video. But it basically is the following, is that society and the world has kind of, I don't know, brainwashed everyone in society, and especially young men. And actually, yeah, really young women as well, actually more so probably, into this kind of idea of thinking that porn is good for people and that it has benefits. So you'll see these things about, there's this one, the fucking cancer thing, dude. That porn, like, reduces your risk of prostate cancer. Like, yeah, I bet you fucking heard that thing before. And it's just fucking bullshit. On the one hand, that study I think was total shit. Utter fucking jargon. And the second one is it also increases your risk of a lot of other cancers like testicular cancer and shit. So take that with a fucking pinch of salt. That is like bullshit. And that's just one of like the many misconceptions that this kind of, that kind of like porn is about. And we're going to go into the better ones now. But yeah, so number one, porn helps you relax. Yo, nah man, it doesn't. And I've heard people talk about this. I had a mate back in the day who was like, yeah, I can't sleep without wanking. For fuck off. No, it doesn't work like that. Like, porn is a stimulant. It releases dopamine in your brain. Bro, no. If that's what you're doing right before you're sleeping, you're going to have one of two things. Well, you're going to have both of these things. Insomnia and fucking shit sleep. And you're going to wake up feeling like crap, dude. Because if you're jacking off like within like an hour or two of going to bed, it's the same as having like a cup of coffee before you go to sleep. Dude, that is going to be like dopamine just flooding around your body, and you are going to sleep like shit. And it doesn't always think it. Like, this is the thing. You can sleep fine, and you can wake up in the morning, and you wouldn't know. I mean, you know. But like, if you think you've been asleep, you think, oh, I'm well rested. Nah, man, there's lots of kind of sleep. And that's the thing. If you've just wanked off or you've just drank a coffee right before bedtime, whether or not you get your full 8 hours shut eye, you might not be awake and rolling around in your bed, but you're still going to not have the same quality of sleep, that same REM. And porn is such a massive stimulant, and if you're using it 2-3 times within a day, yeah, no, you're not going to be sleeping properly. It does not help you relax, it's the fucking opposite. Right, number two, porn has no harmful effects. Yeah, this is another one. Crazy. No, it does. It really does. So that's the thing, is it rewires your brain completely. I mean, there's a lot of, there's CT scans and studies that have shown like the effects of, really interesting actually, like a porn use compared to cocaine use, for example. And then they've done CT scans of the brain. I think that's what they're called, the ones where it might be an MRI. Do you know what? I don't know. I'm not a scientist, and I'm just doing the bro science bit here. But yeah, like, really interesting. They basically show that cocaine and porn affect the same parts of the brain, which is your, like, addiction cortexes and all this shit. And it basically breaks down your, like, prefrontal cortex tissue and all this shit. And you know what? I don't know what that means. But it doesn't sound good. So, that's probably not the best thing to be doing. Anyway, that's one of its negative effects. Another thing is it just rewires your brain's dopamine sensitivity. And you won't know this, right? Back in the day I wrote a book. Fucking shit book. It was about 40 pages long. And I sold it on Amazon. And I had about 20 odd people buy it. And all right in the comments section, fuck me, mate. I've just spent $10 or whatever it is on a book. Basically some 15-year-old kids thoughts on porn. Basically, man's a scammer. But still. And in that book, though, I had this one beautiful little analogy. It was this. It was, imagine you have a kid and you give them gold medals for basic shit, dude. Like we do these days with our participation medals and all this crap. You're giving this kid gold medals, yeah, for doing, showing up at school. Okay. And then if he actually does well in an exam, you give him a bronze medal. Why the fuck is this kid ever going to try and do anything hard in life to get a bronze medal when they get a gold medal every day just by turning up? And that's the same with porn. It's like the dopamine you get for fapping is so much higher than the dopamine you're going to get from working out, from working, from going on a walk, from meditating. And so you're never going to want to do any of these things. And that is the part of your brain that is destroyed the most and has the most knock-on effects throughout your life. Because your motivation goes through the fucking window. Goes out there, mate. And that's a bad thing. Because, yeah, man, you just don't want to do anything anymore. And that porn has harmful effects. And that is the most harmful effect, is the way that it destroys just the way you think about everything. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm fucking saying. Anyway, next point. Porn relieves stress. Again, another fucking bullshit one. Porn relieves stress. No, it doesn't. It releases the stress of you wanting porn. Like, this is the thing, right? It's like, porn is addictive, dude. And this is something you've got to say. It's like, porn is a major addiction. Right. Think about this. A heroin addict, scratching his arm, he's fucking... I don't know if they actually did. Anyway, that's what happens in the movies, though. Anyway, so this motherfucker be scratching his arm. He's like, damn, man, I really need some heroin. I'm stressed as fuck. You see where I'm going with this? Injects. He's calm. He's chilling. He's not stressed anymore. Has his stress been relieved? Or was his stress only there in the first place because of the addiction he has? Porn does not relieve stress, dude. Next one. Oh yeah, the next one I've already said this at the beginning. But anyway, I've got a little exercise for you all. I want you to get a pad of paper up, like this. And you can pause the video in a second and actually do this. This is the end of all Nofap videos, dude. You've got to do everything in it. So, yeah. Basically, get out your pen and your paper and I want you to write down every single reason inside your brain that you think you need porn. And then underneath that, I want you to write another bullet point and just fucking reason with yourself, dude. And bridge that subconscious and conscious gap. So I've got an example here. I need porn when I'm bored. That's what I'd write. When I'm bored, I need porn. Okay, cool. Underneath that, I'm going to say the following. I'm going to say, no, that's not true. When I'm bored, the last thing I need is a little shitty dopamine hit that just relieves my boredom for an hour, but doesn't actually fill it enough that I'm not bored anymore. I don't need that. What I need is some stimulating, actual, productive and interesting activity that I can do that relieves this boredom. Okay? I can try and think of another example. Let me try and think. I don't know. To be honest with you, I can't fucking think of another one. But back to like the old, because I can't, yeah. There's no benefit, so I can't really fucking think of one, but you know what I mean? Like, releases stress, helps me sleep. Write those down, underneath them, write, well, no, it fucking doesn't because of this and this and this. And yeah, you basically, that's the exercise. And I think, yeah, that's the last exercise. Basically, you're just going to have to dig deep into your mind and decide the reasons why you think you still need porn. Because they'll be there. Because every single person has them until they realise they don't need them. Every single person will have something in the back of their head that says porn is good because of this. I need porn because of this. Write those down. Underneath that, dispel them. Say, no, that's fucking bullshit because XXXX. Not XYZ. We'll stick to that. Right. So now we're actually beginning the process of change. And this is a twofold thing. I mean, it's what we talked about before. Is number one, your whole life needs to change in order to kind of find Nofap easy or doable even, because you can't do fucking Nofap if you're sat in your room living the same life. You know what? I'm actually going to say something in a second. But anyway, so the first thing is that you can't do Nofap until your whole life changes, and number two, you can't change your life until you do Nofap. Right? Remember that, and now I'm going to go on a tangent. So basically, what I'm saying is that so right now you're watching porn. I don't know how many times a day. You know what? I'm just going to make the fucking assumption, because there's some stat, right? It's like 98% of men have watched porn within the past 6 months. I think, yes, it's probably similar to that. It's probably 98%, but it's probably within the past week or even day, to be honest with you. Like, I don't know. I just, yeah. Basically, if you're watching porn once a day, once every 2 days, once every 3 days, whatever, dude, whatever, and you quit, but you don't change anything else, now all you're left just the same habits and the same shit that's going on, just without that dopamine you're getting from porn. So you've got the same miserable crap life that was only being sustained by the fact that you were getting dopamine from porn, and your body was like, you know, yeah, this guy's a fucking alpha male, isn't he? He's shagging every day. But no, he isn't. He's sat in his mum's basement. But yeah, so that's the thing, man. You have to change your life. You can't do Nofap if you're still living a shit life, man. And that's the one thing we're going to change. And that can only change if you're doing Nofap. So that's where you kind of have to do a bit of both. So, what we're going to do to start off this process is, I don't know if you want to use the same piece of paper or a diary. To be honest, you need a diary. For this whole process, you do need a diary. So either go and find some notebook that's empty, or one that's half empty and rip out half of it, or something. or just write on a few bits of A4 paper, or even on your phone for the first few days until a diary you've ordered comes. They cost like, I bet you can find one for under £1 at various shops. Anyway, you do need a diary at some point. Now what I want you to do, first page of it, of whatever you're using, and you can pause this video again in a second. We're doing another little exercise, which everyone's going to do. Thank you. And you're going to write this. You're going to basically write everything I hate about myself, everything I hate about the way I live, and then, one sec, and then you're going to write, you know, how much you want to change and what you want to change. So these are the 4 things we're going to write. Wait a sec, what was it? Anyway, go back in the video, but they're the 4 things. It was what I hate about myself, what I hate about the way I live, how much I want that to actually change, and what I want to change. So basically, I want you to write out and design your ideal life, and also write out what you hate about your current self and the current way you live. And that sounds kind of negative, and we've got all this shit recently about like self-care and stuff, and like gratitude journaling. I want you to do the opposite. I want you to do like hate journaling, dude. Just go and write about, yeah, how much you fucking hate the shit you're doing. Because to be honest with you, hate is a powerful catalyst, dude, and that's going to get you to change. And then, well, yeah, I mean, pause the video and go and do that firstly. We had a little cherry break. Got me cherries now, they're beautiful. Anyway, this is going to be the actual crux of the video. So now that you've written that down in your diary, now that you've written down this kind of promise yourself to change, and this is the oath, we're going to just call it. Just come up with that now, but yeah, so this is the oath to change your life, and this is the day your life changes, and tomorrow everything's different. And this is going to involve me reading off here, so that might be a bit less intuitive for the older viewing experience, but anyway, because there's a lot of shit on here. Now I'm just going to catch my breath for a second. Sorry about that, I just run up and down the stairs getting a bowl of cherries. But anyway, what you want to do is, I don't know how the logistics of this is going to work, but somehow, whether on your computer or on your phone, I don't know what you're watching this on right now, you want to open up a new notes app. Well, you want to open up your notes app and a new note in that notes app. And it's got to be one of them notes with a little checkbox on the side, you know what I mean? And at the top, you want to write routine. And then we're going to put these things in it. So the first one is going to be wake up at bracket. And I mean, a lot of people stress this. Basically, if you go to school or work, bump it back a few hours so you can fit in the first few things before the work section. And if you don't do that, then just basically set it to a reasonable time. So for me, I like to call that between 8 and 10 a.m. You need to have a range here. Because, and this is one of the main parts of this kind of daily routine. I mean, we talked about in the last video, the key to self-discipline. Check it out. But it's basically, you need to have a flexible routine, because say I've gone out drinking the night before. Realistically, I will not be waking up at 8 in the morning. I'm sorry, but it's not happening. Maybe that day I'll be waking up at midday. Okay, and that's fine, as long as you carry on with the routine after that point from there. But you need to have a wake up on time, and you want to set that, and every evening basically you need to remember to set your alarm. So, number 2 is going to be cold shower. Second you wake up, you get out of bed, dude. So we got some more tips for that, is the old buy a fucking alarm clock. It's a good tip. Keep your phone charging in a different room and buy a damn alarm clock. Set the timer for that. Also, put your alarm clock on the other side of the room. So you get up out of bed, you do that, you do 10 press-ups, you turn off your alarm or whatever. I mean, you've probably done it before the press-ups. Then you get out of there and go have a cold shower. Is number 2, cold shower. Then get ready. So I mean, yeah, you put your clothes on, brush your teeth. You're not telling me, I don't have to tell you to actually, but anyway, then right, okay, we're going to meditate for 15 minutes. And it's important you do this step here. Because if, so the next step, by the way, just spoiler, coffee and breakfast. So you want to be doing that one after the meditation. I mean, meditation is always best on an empty stomach and without shit like caffeine and stuff flowing through your system. So that's basically that. Okay, anyway, meditate 15 minutes. So actually we'll talk about that a bit more. So there's 2 options here. It's either number 1, a guided meditation, or number 2, if you meditate more widely, just meditate. And that's basically closing your eyes or leaving them open, opening your window up just so you can hear the outdoor world. And just breathing really slowly in and out through your nose. Set a time of 15 minutes and just go ahead and do that. Solid. And if your thoughts stray, let them stray, dude. I mean, that is what the mind does. It's what it's made for. If they stray, bring it back to the breathing. Just do that. Don't get angry. It's not annoying. If they go away, it's fucking fine. That's what the brain's there for. Just ignore it and breathe again. Notice it and breathe. And keep going 15 minutes and then, yeah, you're sorted. After that, meditation. No, after that, coffee and breakfast. So this is a weird one. Well, it's not a weird one, but anyway, so coffee, drinking coffee. To be honest with you, there's a lot of anti-caffeine people, and 20 years down the line, I might be one as well. But I've only just discovered coffee, and it's pretty fucking good. So if you're over about 16, drink some coffee, dude. It's pretty fucking good. And breakfast, I never eat breakfast. I can't lie to you. My body just doesn't work that way. But if you need breakfast, then this is the bit where you eat breakfast. Then I want you to read. Read. You need to be reading. You need a book on the go at all times. Here are a few. I don't know if I'll actually edit that in. I hope so. If I don't, let's just lay out a few. Right, On the Road. Jack Kerouac, brilliant book. Read it. The Way of the Superior Man. Read it. A Guide to the Good Life. Read it. Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. Read it. These are all good books. It's not an exhaustive list. There's more than 4 books in the world. But go and find a book and read a book. This has a lot of reading in this. So you're going to want to be doing that. Read. Okay? Fiction, non-fiction, whatever. Read for about 15 minutes. 15 minutes. Okay? You get the picture. Next, and I told you this would come in handy, your diary. I want you to spend about 5 to 10 minutes writing in your diary. Write how you're feeling. Write what time you woke up. Write how you're doing today, what you've got planned for the rest of the day. Write about any emotional things that are happening in your life at the time, girl troubles, family troubles, anything. Just write about shit in your diary. And yeah, gratitude journaling, whatever. There's a lot of different types. Bullet journaling. Personally, I think that's all a bit too much, and I just go with the old write down what you're thinking for about 5 to 10 minutes and just leave it at that. You can even do it specially and set a timer aside and just set a timer for 5 minutes. Don't go on your phone for 5 minutes at all. Just sit there with a pen and your diary and just write and see what comes out, and shit will come out and it will flow. And there you go. Next, right, after diary is the productivity session. So this is the first productivity session of the day. And you're going to do this until lunch. Wait, cherry break. Yeah, I swallowed the seed too. Anyway, first productivity session. So this is till lunchtime. And we are going to have a chit chat about what productivity means. So, the first few sessions are probably going to go like this. It is going to be you figuring out what the fuck you want to do with your life. Okay, so productivity session number 1, and it's going to be tomorrow maybe. Turn off every single piece of technology you own. Get your diary out again. There we go, very handy. Get a pen out and do this. I want you to write a goal for every single aspect of your life. Fitness, love life, work life, passions, everything. I want you to write, I want to hit a 75 kg PR on my bench press. This much on deadlift. I want to, I don't know, dude, yeah, do this well in my exams. If you're doing exams, yeah, exam goals. Grades, stuff like this. And then also just I want everyone to have a wide vision of what they want to do with their lives. It can be general, and you're going to narrow it down more and more. For me at the moment, what I've decided my purpose in life is, and it's in the front of this book. So let's get it up. Purpose, my project, influence people, in brackets, change their lives, provide the complete guide to self-improvement. That's the fucking project right now. So in my productivity sessions, that's what I do, dude. When a productivity session comes about, because I've just finished uni for the year, I've not got anything to do for the rest of the summer. So right now, my productivity sessions mean pursuing my goals relentlessly. One of those goals is this YouTube channel, it's writing, it's trying to pursue that goal of influencing people. Also, my productivity sessions, I will be reading, because another one of my goals at the moment is reading a shit ton of books before I go back to uni next year in September. A third one of my goals is building the body I want to build and hitting certain PRs. So also my productivity section is the gym. And this might be different for everyone. Some people in the productivity sessions will have get an A in an exam. So in the productivity session, you are going to study for that exam. Some people are going to have gym things. Yeah, cool. So you do that. Some people are going to have relationship stuff. So maybe go read a book on relationship advice. Some people are going to have this. Some people are going to have that. The one rule is you don't watch YouTube, you don't watch Netflix, you don't watch TikTok, Instagram, anything during that productivity session. All you do is that productivity thing. Okay? Simple, easy. Productivity. Next one. Lunch. Go and have lunch. Yeah, I mean, eat light, eat healthy. That's another thing, is don't overthink eating. Just eat natural foods. Eat foods that come out of the earth, dude. Fish, meat, unless you're vegetarian, obviously. Vegetables, fruits, nuts. Just good stuff, dude. Stuff that, like, you can see where it's come from. That ain't in a packet. That ain't a weird colour. That's the colour of the earth. Right, yeah. After that, 15-minute walk, get outside your house. If it's raining, if it's snowing, if it's fucking hailing, if there's a tornado, shut the fuck up. Just leave your house, 15 minutes, go and walk. When you see a person, make eye contact, smile, just think. Just walk and think, and turn your phone off, or leave your phone at home if that's safe and fine. I don't know how old you are, maybe you're a little kiddie wink. Anyway, do that. No headphones, no music, no. You just go on a walk, 15 minutes. If you've got a dog, do that with it. Walk it, I think that's what you do with dogs. And then, yeah, smile and look at people in the eye. Every day, 15-minute walk. Okay, next one, productivity session, another one. We got another one. Till dinner, again. This is what I'm saying, right? Productivity session, it does not just mean work, dude. Get creative with them. In my productivity session, as I said, I read, I meditate, I do certain things as well, because that's what aligns to my goals. Have your goals be what you want to be as a person. That's what the first productivity sessions, the first few will kind of establish, is what your goals are. And then from then on, that's what your productivity sessions entail. So yeah, these aren't boring big blocks of just 3 hours of doing work. Okay? These are like interesting things, stimulating, mentally stimulating. These are the bits that change your life, right? So take them seriously. They can be anything. They can even be going on a walk, right? Productivity. That can be going on a walk. That can be skateboarding. That can be playing your guitar. That can be things that genuinely grow you as a person. That can be talking to people. Okay? Literally anything. Right. Next. Oh yeah, and I was going to, a little sub note, Pomodoro method. Yeah, if you're doing work right now, like revising or shit like that for GCSEs or A-levels or uni, or whatever you got in the US, your SATs and your maths and your, yeah, cool. Pomodoro is pretty cool. 25 minutes of work, 5 minutes of break, then that repeats 3 times, and then there's a 15-minute break. I mean, I don't know if that's exactly what it is, but that's really useful for me. Check it out if you find it struggle to work, if you find it hard, if you struggle to work for prolonged periods of time, try that. Pomodoro method. On the screen. Cool. Next, dinner. Eat some dinner. By the way, if you can, if you live with your family at the moment, family dinners, they're good. Just, yeah, man, just appreciate your family, dude. And if you don't do that with your parents, ask them why, and ask them if you could maybe do that a couple times a week. It's nice. Anyway, after dinner, again, natural stuff. I mean, if you're not cooking for yourself, that's probably harder to have input there. You get the picture. Just try and eat generally healthy. Next, after dinner, finish anything that needs doing. Say you've got a bit left over from your last productivity session that you really want to get done, do it. I mean, this is the only step on the list that isn't crucial. Because if you don't have shit to do, you won't have to do this step. But if you've got the odd thing that you need to do, yeah, do that now. Finish that, and then actually finish that, because the next step is wind down, dude. It's just chill. And this is another one of the kind of like broadly open sections, and it can be a lot of things. It can be, again, it can be reading, meditating, a lot of those things. Lying down, having a nap, sleeping. I mean, there is no bad thing in sleeping early. If you get to 8 PM and you're tired, there is no rule that says you have to wait until 10 or 11 till you sleep. Yeah, if you just go to bed. Lots of things as well. But then part of this is kind of like the key one for this section of wind down. And actually, this is the only thing for your whole day that you're going to get is in this wind down section, you're allowed 1 hour of TV and social media, and put that in your notes in brackets. 1 hour if you want, and if you want, you don't have to. If you feel like you're going to be good today and not, then don't. But anyway, an hour of social media a day. So that means an hour on YouTube to come watch me videos. Yeah, there you go. Subscribe, like, thank you, comment. Yeah, so that's an hour a day of TV and social media, and that's the point, is you're not going to have done that from before, and that's it. So you set an alarm on your phone, or you set an alarm on your computer that you're watching it on, or whatever the fuck. Do you know, I find that weird actually, people watch YouTube on phones. I always use my computer. Guess that's just me. Anyway, yeah, 1 hour, and that's fucking it, dude. 1 hour of social media, 1 hour of TV, 1 hour of Netflix, not 1 hour of each, 1 hour cumulatively for the whole fucking thing. And then last on the list is bed, nice and easy, go to sleep, chill, sleep. People again, stress this shit. Like they have put music on when they're sleeping. Like, I'm sorry, right? Just go to fucking bed. Just close your eyes, stay still in a certain position until you drift off to bed, and that is it. Okay. Nowhere in this list has anything to do with wanking. Right? You have something to do in every single hour of the day. You don't have a single second free to touch your dick. So don't. Okay? And basically, you need to be doing, well, we got a few more things in this section. Not for that. So that's your list done. You're doing that every single fucking day. Actually, one more. Last one on the list is set alarm for the next day. And then the one after that is untick all the things. Because the next day you're going to wake up and you're going to do the exact same thing. And you're going to keep doing that. And it's not boring because, so don't fucking give me that, because the productivity sections are different every day. They're based on what you're doing that day. This is a very fluid, very open, it's not rigid, it's a very fluid daily routine. Okay, you can get up whatever time you want. You can do whatever you want. That wind down section, by the way, can include chilling with your friends. It can include going to the club. It can include going to a rave. It can include a lot of things. It can include drinking, whatever you want, just not wanking. And yeah, just productive things. Because to be honest with you, yeah, that's the thing, is if you've got scheduled fun time, going out with your friends, that is productive, dude. I was saying it in the video yesterday. Some of me shit and me thing is, the last thing often on my days of productivity or whatever, last thing is go and chill with your friends, because that is a productive thing to do. So anyway, bed after that. Okay, right, we're tangent again. Right, next on the list, create another notes app called Goals 2022. We've kind of gone over that. Write down all your goals for 2022, and that's doing your productivity sections. Check everything off. Everything, except maybe that one we were talking about before, the finish anything that needs doing. Anyway, check everything off every single fucking day. Uncheck it at the end of the day and do it again. And keep fucking going. And yeah, that is the solution to life, dude. When you do that, then life gets sorted. And sometimes you can be more specific. Maybe some days, once you've actually figured out what your productivity goals are, instead of just writing productivity, you can write down, or in brackets next to it, you can write down specifically what you want to do. Maybe record a video, script a video, publish, edit, whatever, a video. But do your shit, dude. Yeah. I mean, that's basically that, is you've got now that list, that daily routine, and I want you to follow that rigidly and ruthlessly and with extreme discipline every single day. And this is what is going to completely transform your life. And now comes my little Fight Club speech bit at the end of it, which I've got here. Sorry, just cheating a cherry. The old, you're not a special snow. I mean, yeah, right. You're not on Nofap. You don't count days. You don't browse the Nofap subreddit. You don't watch Nofap videos. And this is the last Nofap video you're ever going to watch. You don't watch porn. Okay? That's the kind of thing. Just remember those things, right? Don't count days. No. Don't browse the subreddit. Don't read all the stories of everyone who's relapsed and all these little fucking bitches who are complaining and crying. Don't watch Nofap videos about the benefits and all this shit. It's not in your head, dude. This isn't a thing. To be on Nofap means that you still need porn. It's a kind of like a negative feedback thing. Of like, if I'm saying that I'm not on if I'm saying that I'm on Nofap, it means that I'm like actively trying to escape porn. Bro, you're not. There is just no benefit to it, and you're not. You just don't watch porn. That's the difference. You're not on Nofap. You're not doing this crap. You just don't watch it. This is the last video you're ever going to watch about it. Because from now on, all you're going to do is follow the fucking routine. If you get an urge, as I said before, either have sex or follow the fucking routine. Basically, just follow the routine for the rest of your life now. And that is it. And with that, you will do two things. Number one, you will have a brilliant Nofap streak, but you won't know the number because you're not counting. And number two, your whole life is going to change and be fucking amazing. And you will get everything you ever wanted in life. Is that everything I got? Oh yeah, and I've got, if you relapse, just don't stress it, dude. I mean, the amount of times I've seen in like the fucking, like the Nofap subreddit is a disgusting place full of little weirdos who like will jack off to their shit, and then they'll come there and they'll cry, and they're like, I can't do this, I'm so done with life. No, bro, you watched porn, you're not going to die, your dick ain't going to fall off, and just, for 48 hours you might feel a bit weaker, right? Bro, chill, man. Just keep following the routine, keep on with your goals. A person like that is someone who doesn't have anything going on in their life. There are two kinds of people, right? You've got someone who has a lot of shit going on in their life. If they relapse, I mean, cool, they've still got the rest of everything going on in their life. There's another kind of person who the only thing going on in their life is Nofap. This is why I say, don't ignore Nofap completely. Nofap isn't your goal in life. It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is your things that you're doing during your productivity sessions. They are your goals, whether or not you have a long Nofap streak. I mean, get a long Nofap streak because it lets you do all of these things so much easier. But also, yeah, I mean, a relapse is not the end of the fucking world, dude. Just get back on the horse and keep going. Just do the next thing on the list. It's not hard. I mean, yeah, I could put this away because I'm done with that video. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. That's basically the last Nofap video we're gonna. I hope that is a complete guide to Nofap, full stop. Yeah, if you enjoyed that, if you got anything from it, like, subscribe, comment, join the Discord. It'll be down below. And yeah, from tomorrow, follow the fucking routine to the T. Every single part of it. Get on the Discord as well. You can ask me. It's a free Discord where we just talk and chat shit, and you can ask me about anything you need. So ask me about advice and stuff like that. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe, like, comment, Discord. Cheers. Goodbye. See you later.